Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here's another lie concerning the cashless society. They're saying that money is filthy, so we need to get rid of cash. But they're saying many things. Anyways, let me read this to you right here. Look what it says. Disease-free. Okay. For society to go cashless would ramp simple medical benefits. Let's face it, paper money is dirty. It's a maggot for and viruses in a world more and more concerned about the outbreak of deadly plagues and eliminating the endless handling and exchanging of cash could help sort credit the spends of deadly viruses. So we need to get rid of cash, because if we do that, it's going to get rid of diseases, which is a lie. If you're going to get a disease, you're going to get a disease. Okay? Easily to replace. Think of all the people every day who lose their wallets or cash due to cardless, forgets, home fires, or theft. Lot or milled cash card or cell phone can be quickly and easily replaced. That is not true about cash. You see how they try to make it all sound nice, but it's not. Exactly. Listen to this. Do governments want this technology to be consumed? Absolutely. In America, along millions of people are doing business under the table on a cash-only basis in order to bypass the economic tax rate. Eliminating this possibility could net the United States Treasury $200 billion to $1 trillion, and it goes on and on. They always try to make it sound like a good thing. If we go cashless, people can't rip the government off anymore, which is true, but the main agenda is to control the masses. This is all that is about, people. With the U.S. Treasury almost $17 trillion in debt and bullets. Okay, wait, where was it? Because when you stop and think about it, financial control, unique, total control, exactly. When the cashless society becomes reality, Big Brother won't be far behind. He will know everything about you, as LaHaye and Jerry Jenkins powerfully point out. Nationally, Big Brother is just one step away from international. Big Brother, the number of his name is 666. Now look at this. Your cell phone. Don't leave home without it. This is just incredible, people. Totally incredible. The four main tools of the coming cashless society are credit cards, debit cards, smart cards, and cell phones. We are all familiar with credit and debit cards, and we discuss smart cards briefly but the real future, listen to this, but the real future of the coming cashless society is right in your hand. Right in your hand. Where did we hear that before? He causes all, small and great, rich and poor, to receive a mark where? In their right hand or in the forehead. Look at that. Your future. Look at this. But the real future of the coming cashless society is right in your hand or pocket. It's now widely believed that the cell phone you carry with you everywhere will ultimately replace even your credit cards. It will be the digital wallet of the future. Many people today have their cell phones with them 24/7. They carry it with them even as they are horseback riding, rolling, sitting in church, or doing just about any other activity. You can think of the cell phone has become unique. Its availability, economic bureaucrats, and has become the bacon of modern-day society. Well, let me tell you something. I don't have a cell phone. What are you going to do about that? Not long ago, I was watching a program on television that featured a system that had something to do with Africa. As I carefully looked on, I suddenly noticed something that I've never forgotten. Out in the middle of nowhere, surrendered by push, cracked earth, and a few cattle stood a half naked. Not there. Let me see here. According to experts, okay, ladies and gentlemen, according to experts, okay? According to experts, cell phones are going to replace credit cards. They will also replace PCs as the primarily getaway to the internet. The world population is almost 7 billion, and it's established that there are now almost 6 billion cell phones in the world, and the number continues to rise. Visa is actively exploring the use of cell phones or mobile payments. BBC News carried an article in February of 2009 titled Challenges to a Cashless World, with reported that mobile phones will become the intellectual link to the coming cashless society. They believe this will become reality sometime in the next 3 to 5 years. And it just goes on and on, people. It's incredible. Once you wouldn't leave home without it, but the credit card could soon be cashing in its chip. Experts, and it goes on and on. This is just crazy, people. Literally insane. Exactly. Cashless, the heart of the Antichrist system. Now, the Bible never explicitly says the coming one world economic system will be a cashless system. It only says that the people will need the beast mark in order to transact business. However, if cash is still king during the reign of Antichrist, it would be very difficult for him to control world commerce. Think about it. If people are still able to use cash, those who are without the mark could develop an black market system that would allow them to sort goods and service. If there is no cash available, people will have to use the mark to make payments. The abuse of cash and the adoption of some kind of electronic transaction system would give the Antichrist the means to enforce his stronghold on world commerce. The only objection left to people outside his economic system would be bearing, and this would last only as long as people have things of value to trade. Make no mistake, if the Antichrist is to gain control over every sale or publish, it appears cash must be eliminated so that there is a record of every transaction that take place. This is just incredible, people. Literally insane. Now, I want to get into this. They're talking about 2017, the year 2017. It's just mind-blowing. And by the way, they said by the year 2017, they're going to have a universal ID database. Because they want to suck they want to suck everybody into their matrix system. They want to suck in everybody into their computer. They want to have control over every single person on the globe. That's why everything's going cashless. Everybody's going to be in their big, giant computer system. Everybody. It's already mandated in the United States, but they haven't passed it yet. Because there was 2 people that helped out Obama pass it in the immigration bill that everybody has to hand over their biometrics. It's happening in Nigeria now. It's going to be in Japan, Mexico. Like this is global. The plan is global, people. Biometrics is the government's tool to suck in and to grab the people into their matrix system. It's their power grid to control the people's lives. Anyways, let's get into this. Look at this. On May 14, 2007, MSNBC ran a story titled "The Future of Biometrics." It examined what life may look like in 2017. The story invested new technologies related to eye scans and reading faces, and reported that in Jewelry Oso's store in Chicago, people are able to pay for their publishers using nothing more than their fingerprints. You see, they're treating us like slaves. Fingerprints. This technology is being tested all over the world. Now, why would they be testing it all over the world unless they're planning on throwing it upon the people? They're testing it so they can bring it about. It's being tested all over the world. And because the practical applications are many, their exponential growth in the immigration market bases fingerprints. Other physical biometrics are being considered, including face recognition, iris or retinal scans, hand geometry, body odor, hand or finger veins, footprints, palm prints, and even tongue scanning. You may soon hear the words, open your mouth and say, ah, at the checkout stand. This is just disgusting. Totally disgusting. There are many common everyday uses in which biometrics could provide greater efficiency and endure our lives, such as making it possible to unlock the start of your car, to open the door of your home and office to access an account at the bank or ATM, turn on applications or scenarios, etc. You would not need access cards or keys, just your body as the means by which to gain access. The Department of Motor Vehicles in California is trying to make biometrics a part of every person's driver's license. They want to track their slaves' driver's license. They want to implement thumbprint facial recognition technology for verifying the identity of applications for new driver's license and state ID cards. This will help reduce the number of fraud. Yeah, right. It's a bunch of bull. That's all it is, people. Stand up, okay? Don't submit to this. Driver's license used by people in the state, several other states, including Texas, New Mexico, Oregon, and Georgia, have already implemented facial recognition technology and are reporting success with it. Once this type of data is stored, it could greatly increase enforcement effects. It would allow law enforcement personnel to scan an entire crowd of people, check images against a database, and immediately have the names and addresses of the people in the crowd. Of course, this raises all kinds of big brother issues, but this technology could help get dangerous criminals off the streets. And who are going to be the dangerous criminals during the tribulation period? Christians. They're already labeling us as domestic terrorists. Like, I can go on and on, people. This is just incredible. In a world valuable to the threat of terrorism, biometrics may become a standard means of identification. Think how much safer and more convenient it would be to have digital scanning devices at airports. People who have provided claimants could be instantly identified by simply having them place their finger in a monitor or walk through a scanning device. See what I'm saying, people? This is total control. They want to mark us as their slaves, and we are not their slaves. We are free humanity. They've been at this since the very beginning of time, like I said before. They said by 2017, there's going to be a universal ID database, and they're saying that by the year 2017, this is what the future may look like. Biometrics, like I said before. And yeah, this is exactly what the Bible prophesied nearly 2,000 years ago. That would have been impossible. You would have thought the guy was nuts. How in the world can one person track everybody? And how can one person control all the buying and selling? And yeah, it doesn't take a genius to discover that out today. It is here. It is upon us, people. They're openly proclaiming world government, cashless societies coming. Oh, it's a better, safer system. We can track criminals, blah, 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 blah. No. They are the criminals. They need to be charged for treason. This is totally against your freedoms and your rights. It's all that it's about. When the government, and you gave them a little power, they always abused it. Like they say, absolute power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts. Absolutely. This is dead wrong, people. Study history and see that the government is responsible for killing its own people. Mao killed his own people. Mao Zedong. Hitler did it. Stalin did it. And this is what they're going to do. You people that go against the system, because it's already mandated, they're going to throw it upon us. Say, why? You have something to hide? No, whatever happened to freedom? If this ever comes to us, people, stand up against it, okay? Stand up against it. Do not mark yourself as their cattle. They want to mark you as their cattle, and you're not a cattle. You are a human being. They want to mark us as numbers. I'm not letting anybody mark me. I'm standing up against this, because they manipulate information and everything, all in a computer. That's what they want to throw us into, is their database. They want to track us, and we are human beings. They don't like freedom. They hate freedom. They want us to be controlled by them, and they're control freaks. There are control freaks in the government. The next thing is going to be everybody has to take a chip. Because I'm telling you, people, it's going to go from on the card into the person. It's all part of their plan. Anyways, I'm signing off. I just wanted to come out here and warn you guys about this cashless society. This is for real. This is not a joke. This is what's taking place. God bless.